There may be no event that's more appropriate for the Christmas season than the National Sportsmanship Awards. Athletes are honored for their class, selflessness, and dignity. The awards take place in St. Louis every year, and as part of his Making a Difference series, our Mike Bush went to Georgia to meet one of the honorees.
Most trophies are made of metal and plastic, but they're won with sweat. And when it comes to wrestling in Georgia, next to the state championship, there is no trophy more coveted than one from the South Metro Tournament, the oldest meet in the state.
It's a big deal.
For the team at McIntosh High School in Peachtree City, it's on their minds from the first practice of the season.
It's the one tournament you really want to work hard for.
During his junior year, few worked harder at McIntosh than Demetrius DeMoors, who has learned to love the sport.
You have two things going on at once. The physical side, should I pull here, should I grab here, should I hit here, and the mental side.
His coach says Demetrius has the qualities you need to be a good wrestler.
Strong, aggressive, for me, coachable.
And he says the biggest heart, a heart that's still healing.
January 7th, 2006, he was in a helicopter crash in Tal Afar, Iraq, and didn't make it out of it.
Demetrius's dad, Army First Lieutenant David DeMoors, died while serving our country when Demetrius was just 10 years old.
His dad and he were like bosom buddies. And I think that fact of no longer having that presence there has been difficult.
I felt like it was up to me and my brother to become the men of the family.
No one should have to grow up so fast. But somehow Demetrius never grew bitter. That's why, when it came time for the South Metro Wrestling Tournament, he was ready for a very special match. Meet one of the most popular kids at Georgia's Union Grove High School, Michael Lind.
Michael was born with Down syndrome.
Like Demetrius, Michael is also a wrestler. He joined the team for two reasons. One, he loves professional wrestling.
I like the WWE.
And two, he loves being around his teammates.
Because they're my friends, and my guys are their friends.
Though he was on the team, Michael never had the chance to actually wrestle in a meet. That is until the 2012 South Metro Tournament.
I was excited, a little nervous too, because I wasn't sure how it was going to be received by everybody.
The coach at Union Grove called the coach at McIntosh and asked him if they had a team member who would agree to wrestle Michael in an exhibition match. The person to step up was none other than Demetrius DeMoors.
Speaks a lot about him to not only agree to do it, but the way he did it.
Hundreds of people were there that night at Union Grove, including 40 teams of wrestlers. And it seemed almost everybody stopped to watch and to wonder how Demetrius would handle it.
He hates losing, so it was just like, what is he going to do?
I was thinking to myself, well, if I could only wrestle one time, if I could only experience this one time with the crowd watching me and the cameras on me, how would I want it to be? And so I tried to make it as fun and as special as possible so you can have something to remember.
Winning takes skill. What Demetrius did took character. He didn't just lay down and let Michael win. He made him earn it.
Demetrius took Mikey down a couple of times. Mikey took Demetrius down a couple of times.
And when it was over, through tears, most saw that Michael Lind was the winner, but Demetrius was the champion.
He comes over, and I just gave him a big hug, and I said, thank you.
The reason I started to cry was because I stopped to think about Demetrius and how he took his time and his focus away from what he was there to do, and to do this for my son. That's gonna make me cry again.
Though he received a standing ovation from the crowd and hugs from his teammates for a job well done, Demetrius still didn't think he did anything that special. In fact, the first time his mom found out about all this was when we told her.
He never said a word. Anything that he does to help somebody, he figures everybody should be doing it. So what's the big deal?
Strength doesn't come from the gym. It comes from the soul.
It brought something out of me. It just made me feel like I need to become a better person myself and try to amount to what he was doing.
To show compassion and love towards somebody else that may not be as fortunate as they are. That's a blessing.
There is no trophy for what Demetrius DeMoors did that night. Only the reward of knowing, for some, it will be a memory that will gather no dust.
I love you, man. You're cool. You're a good guy.
You can see more about that story and so many others just like it. Mike Bush hosts the National Sportsmanship Awards this Friday night at 7 right here on News Channel 5. It's a program your entire family can enjoy this holiday season.